In the world of storytelling, the hero's journey is a popular and endlessly captivating adventure. However, not all journeys are created equal. Today, we'll delve into a tale of two heroes, Luke Skywalker from a galaxy far, far away, and Green Lantern, the bearer of an immense power ring. But what makes one of them a cultural cornerstone and the other nothing but a cautionary tale? The answer lies in the do's and don'ts of the hero's journey, originally conceptualized by Joseph Campbell and later adapted by Christopher Vogler. So grab your lightsaber or your power ring and let's uncover the secrets behind crafting a hero's journey that truly resonates. When discussing the hero's journey, it's crucial to acknowledge Joseph Campbell's foundational work in The Hero with a Thousand Faces. Campbell's seminal concept, the monomyth, is a 17-step framework that outlines the archetypical stages of a hero's journey. His framework is divided into 3 acts: the separation, the initiation, and the return. Every part of the hero's journey, from the call to adventure to the freedom to live, shows a step in the hero's change. It mirrors common patterns seen in many stories across different cultures. However, while Campbell laid the groundwork, it was Christopher Vogler who modernized this concept for contemporary storytelling. In The Writer's Journey, Vogler distilled Campbell's 17 stages into a more streamlined 12-step process, adapting it to better suit modern narratives and audience expectations. Vogler's adaptation provides a simplified yet profound blueprint for today's storytellers. His approach reshapes the hero's journey to emphasize character arc and psychological development, reflecting the needs of modern audiences who crave deeper character complexity and emotional resonance. Since we'll be using Vogler's framework in the rest of the video, let's briefly clarify what each step actually means. We start with the departure and its 5 steps. The ordinary world introduces the hero in the normal setting, followed by the call to adventure, where the hero is presented with a challenge. Next, we have refusing the call, representing the hero's initial hesitation. In the step of meeting the mentor, the hero is provided with guidance or training in order to then commit to the adventure in the crossing the threshold step. Next, we then have the initiation and its 4 steps. Tests, allies, and enemies sees the hero facing challenges and meeting both friends and foes. This is followed up by the approach to the inmost cave, which is the preparation for a significant challenge. Next, we have the ordeal, representing a crucial hurdle or crisis, with the hero achieving a victory in the reward step after facing that ordeal. Lastly, we have the return with the final 3 steps. The road back is the hero's journey back to their ordinary world. On that journey, the resurrection step sees the hero face a final test near home before they bring back something valuable to the community in the return with the elixir step. Vogler's interpretation, with a focus on these 12 steps, offers a practical and adaptable framework for modern storytelling. Alright, let's take a look at Star Wars, a saga that didn't just use the hero's journey but became a textbook example of it. George Lucas famously drew inspiration from Campbell, and it clearly shines through in Luke Skywalker's journey. Having said that, while the initial Star Wars movies were created before Vogler's adaptation of Campbell's work, Green Lantern came out after. Because of that, I'll be using Vogler's adaptation as the framework for today's comparison of both movies. At the very core, both Campbell and Vogler were trying to explain the same concept anyway: a hero venturing out into the unknown and coming back as a changed person. Now, Luke's story begins on the ordinary world of Tatooine, a desolate desert planet. This mundane setting is relatable, capturing that feeling of being stuck in nowhere, yearning for something greater. But then the call to adventure arrives, with Leia's message and R2-D2. This moment pulls Luke towards new possibilities, igniting a sense of excitement in us as we anticipate the change and adventure. However, Luke initially refuses the call due to his home responsibilities, a hesitation that makes him more relatable and human. When he finally decides to follow his destiny, his initial refusal makes it all the more satisfying. Now, Luke's journey starts when he meets his mentor, Obi-Wan Kenobi, who not only introduces him to the Force, but also provides crucial motivation and tools, like his father's lightsaber. The mentor's guidance is a crucial phase, satisfying our desire to see the hero grow and learn. As Luke crosses the threshold and leaves Tatooine after the death of his aunt and uncle, he embarks on a journey filled with higher stakes. The test, allies, and enemy step sees Luke forming pivotal relationships and facing challenges that significantly shape his character. The approach to the inmost cave is the next stage of the hero's journey, represented with the tension-building preparation for the Death Star assault. This highlights Luke's psychological preparation and the elevated stakes of this mission. The central crisis or the ordeal is Luke's participation in the Death Star battle. This thrilling moment is where he trusts the Force to guide his shot, marking a significant transformation. Following this, the reward is not only the immediate success of destroying the Death Star, but also Luke's deeper personal growth and newfound confidence. Luke's journey back prepares for further adventures, maintaining engagement as we anticipate what comes next. His resurrection occurs in Return of the Jedi, facing and overcoming his darkest fears against Darth Vader and the Emperor. This is a cathartic moment symbolizing his final purification and transformation, solidifying his place as a true hero. Lastly, Luke returns with the Elixir, bringing hope to the galaxy and a new understanding of the Force, showcasing the enduring impact of his journey on both himself and the world around him. Now, if you found anything useful in the video so far, please consider giving it a like to help me grow this channel. Thank you. Turning our attention to Green Lantern, let's examine how this movie interprets the hero's journey and where it might have missed the mark. Hal Jordan's story, while intended to follow a similar arc, provides a quite different perspective overall. Hal's ordinary world is established as him being a talented but reckless test pilot. Unlike Luke's clear-cut mundanity, Hal's world is already quite extraordinary, which might make it harder for audiences to relate to his desire for something more. The call to adventure comes with the crash of Abin Sur's spaceship and Hal receiving the ring. This call, while visually striking, feels more forced than a natural progression of the story, potentially weakening its impact. There is no link between Hal and him being the one to get this call, which makes it feel somewhat random. In Star Wars, on the other hand, there is a link between Luke and Leia, even if that is only discovered later in the story. When Hal refuses the call, his doubts and fears about his new role are presented. However, this moment often comes across more as a plot necessity than a genuine reflection of character struggle, missing an opportunity for deeper character development. This could have been a powerful, relatable moment, but because of its execution, it falls flat. Meeting the mentor, in Hal's case, happens with his training on Oa. However, the mentors like Sinestro and Tomare lack the depth and connection that made Obi-Wan's guidance so compelling in Star Wars. As Hal crosses the threshold into his role as Green Lantern, the transition feels somewhat rushed as well. There's less sense of a profound commitment to a new world, which can weaken the audience's emotional investment. The tests allies and enemies face introduces characters like Hector Hammond and Parallax, yet these confrontations sometimes lack the depth and character development that makes such trials meaningful and engaging. The approach to the inmost cave step is represented through the preparation for the final battle with Parallax. Unfortunately, this step too lacks a gradual build-up of tension and stakes, diminishing the narrative impact of Hal's upcoming ordeal. As such, Hal's ordeal in the final battle feels more like a standard superhero showdown than a deeply transformative moment. Although it's visually impressive, it doesn't carry the same emotional weight or sense of character growth. Following this, the reward for Hal is defeating Parallax and gaining the respect of the Green Lantern Corps. Yet the journey to this reward doesn't feel as earned or as impactful as it could have been, lessening the overall sense of achievement. Moreover, the road back and resurrection steps are not distinctly marked as transformative or cathartic as they should be. Because of that, they blend into the background and do not contribute significantly to Hal's hero's journey. Lastly, Hal's return with the Elixir is his acceptance as a Green Lantern and returning to Earth. However, this return too lacks the profound change and impact on the world that is so evident in Luke's story. In contrasting Green Lantern and Star Wars, it becomes clear how vital each step of the hero's journey is in order to craft a compelling narrative. Where Star Wars uses each step to deepen the story and connect with the audience, Green Lantern very often misses these opportunities, resulting in a hero's journey that overall feels less engaging and emotionally resonant. If you like these type of comparisons in general, then make sure to also check out the video at the top, sharing my views on the resurrections of Gandalf from Lord of the Rings and Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. When it comes to the interpretations of the hero's journey from both Campbell and Vogler, there are some essential lessons for storytellers to learn. First, understand the flexibility of the hero's journey. It is not a rigid formula, but a template that can be adapted to suit your story's needs. The steps can be rearranged, skipped, or repeated as needed to fit the narrative that you are crafting. The spirit of the journey is what matters, not strict adherence to the structure. Secondly, focus on the emotional journey of your hero. Both Campbell and Vogler emphasize the transformation of the hero throughout their adventure. It's this emotional and psychological journey that truly captivates audiences and creates memorable characters. Third, consider the cultural and temporal context of your story. While the hero's journey is a universal template, how it plays out can vary greatly depending on the cultural backdrop and the era in which your story is set. Fourth, remember the power of allies and mentors. They are crucial in shaping the hero's path, and they can come in various forms. Think beyond the traditional old wise mentor and explore how different characters can provide guidance and aid to your hero. Finally, embrace the return phase of the journey. Often overlooked, the return home is as crucial as the adventure itself. It's where the hero's transformation is tested and solidified. How they integrate the experiences into their ordinary world is key to a satisfying narrative closure. As storytellers, our task is to keep reimagining this journey, adapting it to new contexts and audiences to ensure that the path of the hero remains as captivating and relevant as ever. Let me know in the comments if this video was helpful to you in any way. Personally, I love immersing myself into a skillfully woven hero's journey, and through this video I hope that you too will be able to both craft and enjoy these type of stories much better. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Have a great day, and see you in the next one.